How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Definitely glad to have y'all back out to the Freedom Channel today. We got some good stuff that we're going to talk about. Make for sure you definitely get your pen and paper. You definitely not going to want to miss this, because the things that we're going to share today, it doesn't matter if you've been in business 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or 10 years. The things we're going to share with you are going to allow you to, of course, to spring board your business to the next level. Also, you know I get pumped and excited anytime I'm doing a class and a teaching. So, just in case I don't forget, make for sure you hit that subscription button to the top, the button to the right, wherever it is. Make sure you hit the likes. And guess what? Let's get started. Now, I'm glad to have y'all back. So what we're going to talk about today are the 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. Or to be truthful, so that any business does not fail. You want to make for sure that if you are working these 7 things, now as levels within these things, but these are the 7 core things. So let's talk about 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your business don't fail. For you all that don't know, so let me just give some real quick qualifiers about myself. So for the people that are new to the channel, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. I am a chartered senior financial planner, which basically means I deal in the financial field of real estate, mortgages, insurance, and investments, in which I am licensed in. I have 5+ different companies, been in business for over 30 years, and I have a state and federal financial school to give people a license to go into the professional financial field. So I say those things not to impress you, but to press upon you that what I'm telling you is things that I have not just heard, it's things that I have done. So let me share with you over the last 3 decades some things that I have found that have allowed people to, of course, to be more successful than others. So let's take it. 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. Number 1 is coaching. It is the most underrated, understated, not known, skipped over, not talked about. Ladies and gentlemen, either people get no coaching or they get bad coaching. All right, so what we mean by that? When we talk about no coaching, I know a lot of times we have all these great ideas and we are very intelligent, and some of you all are more intelligent than me about your specific topic and your particular business and industry. But in business in general, if you take my 30 years and you've been working 20 years on a job, those knowledge is not going to directly transfer over. And so we want to share with you, take all the good things you have and you get the coaching. As we say all the time, hey, if you want good results, you need to get with somebody who's going to give you good results. So this is what we share with you, right? So we want to share with you what happens. You want to start a business and you go to the people that a lot of times validate you or invalidate you. Family, friends, okay, co-workers. Ladies and gentlemen, as I learned from one of my mentors, Anthony Robbins, say, love your family and friends, but pick your peers, because the people you hang around is who you become. Pick your coaches, because who you learn from is who you become. And so what we want to share with you right now, and let me just bring it close to home. All of us have had or currently have parents. Both of my parents are deceased. God bless their soul. But what I want to share with you is good, as good and as great as my parents was with everything they done, neither one of them never, ever had a business that they was able to totally depend on to take care of themselves and their family. Ladies and gentlemen, so you asking them to give you some information or input they don't have. Love my family and friends. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what my father shared with me long before he died and went on to a different place. He said, son, in the beginning, we were scared because no one in our family had ever even thought about doing what you're doing. So when I got him 2 pieces of property, set up investment accounts, I did all these things that, quote, he didn't know that could be done. Then it happened. The same thing I did for my mother. Ladies and gentlemen, coaching is important. And so you want to get with people that can give you what is called social proof. Ladies and gentlemen, I got what is called HUD or closing statements after closing statements. Ladies and gentlemen, not only do I have a home, I have helped other people get a home. So guess what I can probably coach you on? How to get a home, and I'm licensed to do it from a financial perspective, and I have a school that I'm fairly and state approved to teach other people to do it. And that's just one of the things. So we can show you, and we have classes about business, credit, and all other things. All right? So coach is important. So again, make sure you get a good coach. So we want to tell you right now, you learn from a professional, you can get professional results. So that's why I say be a professional, get professional coaching, and get professional results. So let's go with number 2. 7 mistakes we're talking about to avoid, mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail, or any business does not fail, right here. People want versus need. And what we mean by that. What happened is a lot of times people want to take out to the public, out to the marketplace, what they want to take out versus what the market need or what they ask for. Ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to be successful in business, and if you have a business, when you start your business, get feedback from your potential customers, your current clients, and people that you would like to be your customers and then clients. Why? Because they're going to tell you what they're looking for and what they need. And I know we think, oh, I don't want to do that, they ain't how to do it, but if they're the one that's spending the money, they're the one that has the need that you want to service, they can give it to you. For example, and this is just an example, people want to do relationship counseling. And people say, oh, I wasn't spending enough time with my family, so I want to do a business about why you should spend more time with your family and still have your business. Now, not saying that particular product and service is not anything that people want to need, and it probably is. But you have to do some, quote, as my father used to say, do some homework. The fancy word, sometimes they call it in business, is a feasibility study. You need to know what you are looking to do. Is it feasible and desirable? So you want to give the marketplace not what you want to get, what they need, and you'll make money hand over fist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. So this is why you want to make sure you do that. And everything starts with the coaching. And that's why the Freedom Coach is here to give you the information, make it simple so you can implement it. The next thing, number 3 on 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business or any business does not fail is PDR. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let this be underrated as well. Underrated as well. Write this down. PDR. Practice, drill, and rehearse all the time. That's right, PDR. People have a skill or a talent or a product. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't practice and drill and rehearse your skill all the time, not only when you are in front of a potential customer or client, you got to practice it all the time so it can be second nature. So it can happen just off of impulse. So you don't have to do much thinking because you have done it all the time. Let's go with Michael Jordan. I don't know if y'all remember, and you can look it up. Michael Jordan was playing, I forgot what team, but it was Matumba. I think I've said his name right. Well, anyway, Michael Jordan, they had a challenge, and Michael Jordan told him he going to shoot the free throw blind. This is in a major game, money, millions of dollars on the road. The world is watching. We ain't talking about in practice, not a pickup game. Guess what? Jordan closes his eyes, bouncing. All net. Why? Because he practiced PDR. He practiced, drill and rehearse it so many times he could do it with his eyes closed. Ladies and gentlemen, that's huge. So whatever your talent, your skill, your product is, you have to get that great, that outstanding in it, so therefore you can tweak and improve it all the time. But how can you improve something you haven't even started to master yet? All right? Can we get an eye on that? We got an eye? Make for sure. So I don't forget, I'll be going all the way. Hit that subscription button, top to bottom, left or the right. If you like anything, make sure you put some things, of course, in the comment. Now, let's go with here. The next one, number 4, market. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your business does not fail is market. ladies and gentlemen, you have to be marketing, and you have to find a way to bring business and leads in. Does not matter if you use the old way or the new way. And when we talk about the old way or the new way, you must have a way to bring business in. What's the old way? If you want to do TV, if you want to do radio, if you want to put message in the bottle, okay? You want to put some message in the bottle the old way, right? Or if you want to use the new way, if you want to use social media, if you want to use YouTube, and you want to use all the other social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all these other things, ladies and gentlemen, you have to market. I have a brother that's in the entertainment business and the music production business, and he's in Atlanta, Georgia. And so what happens is he worked with different business owners of different establishments. And what happens is that they got money allocated for everything else in their budget, but they don't have money allocated to bring people in. So they change the walls, they change lights on the ceiling, they change the stage, they get new furniture, but they never put any money where to get people in to see the furniture. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to market. We show you in our coaching how to make sure you develop a lead magnet, how you make for sure that you have a funnel where you're able to bring business in and that you are marketing and you are branding yourself all the time. And branding, let me give you one quick concept of marketing and branding. People need to always know your name, your face, and what you do. I repeat. People need to always know your name, your face, and what you do. Every time you see them golden arches, you know what that is. Is that correct? Marketing. Let's go with number 5. 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about, of course, selling. No matter how you look at that, you have to be able to educate and help people get what they want. So if somebody comes into a restaurant and they sit down, obviously they are interested in eating some food or they wouldn't came in. So whatever was the marketing strategy, was it the color of the sign? Was it the flavor of the food? Was it the testimonies that people told them this restaurant got great food? The marketing been done. Now when they come in, it is your job to help them have the satisfaction and the experience of the product and the service you have to help them satisfy whatever need they have. So when people come into a restaurant, that's why the most waiters are trained to, one, be good listeners, to ask great questions, and to lead and to suggest things that may help them, such as, what would you like to get to drink? We have this. This is the special of the day. Also, would you like a dessert with that? I can bring you a special drink menu. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to learn that selling is not just only an art, it's a science, which is a skill which can be learned. So it doesn't matter what you have. And if you can learn the art of, quote, and we're not talking about what you think of some telemarketers, some people calling on your phone, nothing wrong with telemarketers, but not saying somebody that's trying to force you to do something you don't want to do. We're talking about the professionalism of actually selling, helping people to get whatever they're looking to have by using your expertise, your skills, your product and service to get. So if people come in for a great experience, that's why they ask you in a restaurant what you think is the special of the day, what you think is the best thing on the menu. That is your job. And we show you how to do that in our program. So let's go to number 6. I just noticed, let me put this up there. I think I missed. Yeah, there we go. I left out one of the letters in there. Sometimes you get excited, forget how to spell, right? 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. Number 6, you're talking about systems and process. Ladies and gentlemen, talked about, and Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup of the Soul, kind of branded this particular terminology, which everybody knows that you need to be successful in business, is a system. And why do you have a system? A system save yourself time, energy, and money. And write that down. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Ladies and gentlemen, by you having a system, you're able to do things faster. You're able to do things more economically, and you are able to get the coaching, which is the most important thing, from us. So you're able to do that. That's why I say you want to be a professional, hire a professional like us, so you get professional results. Or whatever industry that you're in that you get that you need to get some coaching in. So what we want to tell you, system and processes. I want you to write down, this is a jewel right here. You got to realize that processes run businesses, but people run the processes. I repeat, processes run businesses, and people run the processes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. By you having a system, that's going to help with the people to run the process. You can't beat this with a ball and a bat. You got to make sure you get this, ladies and gentlemen. These are the 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. And the last one, number 7, is positioning and structure. The 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your business does not fail. Positioning and structure. Ladies and gentlemen, when people get ready to start a business, most of the time they treat it as a hustle. And if you treat it as a hustle, it'll pay you as a hustle. If you treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. If it walk like a duck, sound like a duck, guess what it is? Quack, quack, quack. It's probably a duck, right? And so positioning is you got to do some basic things to set the basic structure of your business up. And so one of our other programs, it talks about the top commandments and setting up your business structure. But you got to set it up. It doesn't matter if you're doing it spare time, if you're doing it part-time, or if you're doing it full-time, or even if you're doing it big time. You want to make sure you structure your business. Why? Because in our country that is set up, United States of America, we're a capitalist society. It is 2 tax system. It is for the business owner, the entrepreneur, and, quote, the employee. So either you the employer or you the employee. Everything is set up for that. So that's why the government gives so many tax benefits to real estate investors. They give so many benefits to business owners. Why? Because they need the real estate investors to help provide housing, because the government cannot give housing to everyone in the country. They need entrepreneurs to provide jobs so people can buy things to keep the consumerism, the capitalism going, to help the country go, in addition to pay them taxes so the cycle can keep going. But if you never ever learn how to position and set up your business, you miss the tax benefits on that. But that's only one small thing. The most important thing, let's talk about the structure. By you structuring your business, by you having a legal entity, and we have a separate video YouTube a session on that. By you setting up your business, though, it can allow you to get the proper funding. By positioning your company, you can get the proper funding, because one of the reasons they say over 70-80% of businesses go out of business within 1 to 3 to max 5 years. Part of it, if not most important of it, is funding. But if they had the right coaching, for sure they would have got the right funding. Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. These are the 7 main mistakes. So what I want to share with you in closing, the 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business does not fail. Number 1, coaching. As we share, you want to be a professional, hire a professional like us so you get professional results. Number 2, you want to market or sell what you want to do versus what the market needs. Number 3, PDR, practice, drill, and rehearse all the time. Market, that you're not letting the world know what you do, your name, your face, and what you do. Number 5, not making for sure you helping them get what they want. Number 6, not understanding that you should have systems in place, save yourself time, energy, and money, to have processes, because processes run the business and people run the processes. And number 7, positioning and structure. So if you have the up and downs in a business that all businesses have. Business has some is more upper, some are more down and more downer. Is that a word? Not for sure. But you know, some businesses don't always go straight up. You have those in the market because that's the duality of life. You have what goes up must come down at some point in time. Nothing stays constant, and if it stays constant, it's not fully growing. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to share with you that these are The 7 mistakes and traps to avoid so your new business or current business does not fail. So as I say all the time, we definitely glad to have y'all on the channel. Make for sure that you hit the subscription button at the top or the bottom. Y'all know I forget all the time, right? Make sure you comment below. Let us know what other additional topics that you'd like to have. And as I say my mantra, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle. That your vision should no longer be something you think about. It should be your mission. Free yourself for all fears and doubts, and your dreams will follow. Freedom Coach out.